If you struggling in your finances, if you in a poor situation, baby, I need you to stay and watch this video. If you feeling poor in your spirit, I need you to stay and watch this video. If you are suffering mentally, if you don't know which way to go, if you are in fear, I need you to stay and watch this video, because like I told y'all before, the year 2025 is the year to thrive. That's the word God gave me to give unto his people. For those of you who trust me and follow me, for those of you who believe that God speaks to me, so when he speaks to me, I come and speak to you. God said 2025 is the year to thrive. You're going to thrive mentally. You're going to thrive financially. You're going to thrive spiritually. God said 2024, you had to leave that fear there. You have to leave poverty in 2024. You have to leave doubt in 2024. You had to leave all the past in 2024, baby. 25 is the year of Jubilee. 25 is the year of celebration, baby. It's time to celebrate. Even if you don't see it yet, it's time to celebrate, because God is going to elevate your finances. God is restoring everything that was lost to you, everything that you lost, everything that you had to let go of, everything God took away from you. Because see, when God takes things away from you, it's all for a purpose. It's all for a purpose. You got to understand the time. You got to discern the time. You got to discern what God is doing. And I know a lot of times it takes us a minute to get there and understand what God is doing in our lives and how we have to sit still and really hear God. That's why I created a 21-day fasting prayer journal. Heal your heels, because a lot of times we carry cycles that's been handed down from previous generations. A lot of times we just hold on to poor stewardship. We hold on to bad decision making. We have curses that's been plaguing us. A lot of this is handed down from what we've seen. And I'm not saying that it's nobody's fault. It's not our mom and them fault. It's not our granddad and them fault. But whoever opened that door, do you hear me? There was somebody in the bloodline that opened the door, had the portal open, who kept making bad decisions. Look, we operate off of what we see and what we hear, right? We operate off of what we've been taught. God says it's time to teach yourself different, baby. God says it's time to hear different. God says it's time to see different, because you're going to thrive in 2025. This year, God said you either receive his wrath or you either receive the wealth inheritance that he has for you. You either walk in your riches and your wealth, or you're walking in the destruction. Do you hear me? If you in a poor situation, God say you got to speak your way out of that poor situation. You got to worship your way out of that poor situation. You got to work your way out of that poor situation. His word say, let the poor say, I am rich. Do you understand what rich mean, baby? Rich mean you got a abundant supply. Baby, 2025 is bringing abundance. 2025 is new beginnings. God is going to take what was old and he's going to turn it into something new, baby. That job that's haunting you and just got you tired and weary and you can't sleep at night and you hate to get up in the morning and go clock in. God said that ain't the job I told you to have anyway. Baby, it's time to let go of that 9-to-5 trap. I got a guide. I need you to click the link in my description that's going to help you get out of the 9-to-5 trap. That's going to give you examples of side hustles, whatever resonate with you. It's time for you to start working for yourself. It's time for you to get the inheritance that God has for you. God ain't give me this information for nothing. God put me on the digital money train so I could come back and I could show and help my people how to heal mentally, how to heal your heart, how to feel your soul. See, self-care, God had to show me self-care. God had to show me how to care for self. In order to care for self, you got to put your trust in God. Because once you trust him, then you know how to trust yourself. You know how to care for yourself. See, you can't look poor and be poor. God said you can't look defeated and be defeated. You cannot look good and still be poor. Baby, you ain't supposed to be poor at all. God said he got riches and land and wealth for you. If you would speak the word says wealth and riches is in mine house. So if you wake up in the morning, baby, and you anoint your house and you walk through your house and you tell yourself wealth and riches is in my house, according to the will of God, I decree and declare by the Spirit of God, wealth and riches is in my house. I decree and declare by the Spirit of God, my children shall be wealthy. I decree and declare by the Spirit of God, my bloodline shall be wealthy. Abundance shall flow through me and to my children and to my generations to come. God said you got to speak your way up out of this poor situation. God has changed my life through digital products. I have a entrepreneur's guide to financial freedom that will help you excel in whatever business that you decide to start, whatever business you have now that it's hard for you to just scale. It's hard for you to budget and finance. I have an ebook for that. I need you to click the link in the description. It's time to get this wealth. It's time to get out of the poor situation. It's time to stop struggling. God said there's an abundance. Baby, there's an abundance of recompense that's coming. 2025, you shall thrive in every area of your life. You're going to thrive in faith because you're going to get the 21-day fasting journal that's going to heal your heels, that's going to heal your mind, that's going to heal your heart, that's going to heal your soul. You're going to get the 30-day self-care with God challenge. And you're going to challenge yourself to invest in yourself. You're going to challenge yourself to sit still. You're going to challenge yourself to look yourself in the mirror. And you're going to motivate yourself. You're going to encourage yourself. You're going to take the words of God and you're going to speak life into yourself. You're going to speak life into your children. You're going to speak life into your situation right now. Whatever poor situation you in, baby, you're going to speak life into it because God said you shall live and not die. Everything connected to you shall live and not die. So you're going to go in my description. You're going to download these guides because God said it's time to thrive in 2025. If God bought me out, there's no way I'm not going to let my people not come out. If you're struggling, baby, God has things set up for you. God has people set up for you. God has places and things set up for you. The land is in your hands. He told me this before a couple of weeks ago. The land is in your hands. God said, what you gonna do with it? Everything that God has put in your hands to create, he just waiting on you to see what you gonna do with it. And once you do the right thing with it, whatever he's telling you to do, whatever he's telling you to create, whatever he's telling you to establish, whatever he's telling you, God wants to see how you steward what he put in your hands. Once he see that you blessing it, you covering it, you thanking him for it, you not complaining. Once he see what you doing with what's in your hands, baby, that's when God is going to multiply it. That's when he's going to open up the windows of heaven and he's going to rain on what you're doing with what he gave you. The seeds that he gave you. See, God will give seeds to the soil. You already have the seed. How are you going to sow it? How are you going to sow it into yourself, into your family, into your marriage, into your business, into your children? How are you going to sow it into people you don't even know? How are you going to sow it? Social media changed my life. I would have never thought I'd be on here. But you know what? I love it. I love it because I'm encouraging so many people. Even though I'm encouraging you, I get encouraged as well. Because when most times when he give me a word, and I go back and I study that word, or I'll look at my video, and I'll be like, man, that word for me too. See, it's always a reason behind what God does. You just have to be obedient. God told me, I need you to start getting on here and recording, baby. I need you to give him this word. Every morning, God would wake me up and give me a word, and I'll just write it down, right? And I was just letting it sit and collect dust. God said, whatever plan that he told you to write down, baby, he needs you to pull it back up. He needs you to get started on it, because he's raining down abundance. He's raining down restoration. He's raining down abundance. This year of 2025 is the year to thrive. It's time to thrive. If you want to get in the digital world, baby, I have a guide for that too, to help show you how to start scaling your digital products. God is bringing wealth in areas that you couldn't even imagine. It's time to stand and be obedient. It's time to leave the past in 2024, because this year, 2025, is going to be something different. It's something that's going to blow your mind. That's what God is getting ready to do. And he wants to include you, because you wouldn't be still here listening to this video. You wouldn't be here wondering and hoping and wishing and dreaming. God saying you gotta wish no more. God said them dreams is gonna come to reality. All you have to do is believe, because she that believe, there will be a performance of the things that was promised to her of the Lord. You got to speak and manifest the word of God in your life. Until next time, I love you. Bye.